Practical exercises for channeling your inner Wyrma. Dear Seeker, the journey to master your inner fire is a path of transformation and creative expression. Here, I, Zoran the Dragon, shall guide you through practical exercises designed to transform raw, untamed rage into a powerful source of healing and innovation. Embrace these rituals as tools to reclaim your inner strength and to let your worm's voice be heard. 1. The Dragon's Roar Meditation. Find your sanctuary. Begin by seeking out a quiet, safe space, a secluded glen in your daily life, where distractions fade into the background. Close your eyes and allow yourself to settle into a comfortable position. Whether you choose to stand tall like an ancient wyvern or sit with a posture as steady as a mountain ridge, imagine that the tranquil ambience of this space echoes the stillness before a sunrise. Begin with somatic breathwork. Let your breathing slow and deepen. Inhale slowly through your nose, drawing in cool, fresh air as though you are gathering the ancient, shimmering energy of the earth itself. Picture this energy as molten starlight infiltrating your very core, energizing every cell with a sacred primordial essence. As you exhale, permit your breath to flow outward like a gentle, rolling tide, releasing lingering tensions and softened sorrows. Feel your body become a living scroll, inscribed anew with every cycle of breath. Allow your inner fury to rise. As your body relaxes into this rhythmic dance of breath, gently allow any surging anger or frustration to surface. Do not force it away or hide it within. Instead, observe it as you would a flickering flame on your scales. This raw intensity is the voice of your inner worm, demanding attention. Now, with each controlled exhalation, let out a soft, deliberate roar, a muted bellow that begins as a whisper and builds to a measured, empowering sound. Visualize this roar as a wave of transformative energy, echoing through the depths of your being and clearing away the clutter that blocks your inner light. Reflect and integrate. After several cycles of this practice, sit in stillness and listen to the reverberations of your own exhalations. Reflect on how each release of sound clears the internal pathways for new, constructive energy. Consider how this ritual transforms chaos into order, and when you let your inner fury be shaped by the gentle power of your breath, you are fostering a harmonious balance between strength and serenity. Zoran's counsel: when you let your roar rise with intention, you reclaim the power within. Each measured note is a step away from destruction and a stride toward the transformative fire that forges legends. 2. The Flame to Art Ritual. Capture the moment in a journal. In your chosen journal, find a quiet moment to observe and record a time when you felt overwhelmingly angry or deeply hurt. Describe every detail. Note the heat that burned in your chest, the tightness that gripped your fists, and the electric surge that pulls through your veins. Imagine these physical sensations as bold brush strokes on the living canvas of your body, each one a vivid expression of your inner state. Translate emotion to creative expression. With your journal as your canvas, begin to transform these raw emotions into art. This might take the form of a poem where each line echoes the cadence of a dragon's flight, a painting that captures the turbulent beauty of your inner blaze, or perhaps a short story that reimagines your anger as a powerful force that eventually metamorphoses into resilience. The goal here is to alchemize your worm rage, channeling the fierce heat into creative fuel that transforms pain into wisdom and chaos into beauty. Reflect on the transformation. As you craft your creative work, pause occasionally to reflect on the process. Notice how your initial fury softens and transforms as it takes on new shapes and meanings on your page or canvas. Understand that by articulating your inner blaze, you are not merely venting it as an act of profound reclamation, where each word, stroke, or note is a step toward healing. This ritual, the Flame to Art, is your means of transmuting what once might have consumed you into a beacon of creative strength. Zoran's counsel: Do not let your fiery rage scorch the landscape of your soul. Instead, let it light up your creative spirit, so that every burst of passion becomes an ember of wisdom, forging within you a legacy, both resilient and radiant. Final thoughts. Both the Dragon's Roar meditation and the Flame to Art ritual serve as bridges between your raw emotions and a higher state of being. They are the keys to unlocking the transformative power of your inner worm, melding the destructive potential of unchanneled rage with the constructive force of mindful expression. Practice these exercises regularly, and you will learn to harness your inner fire, not to burn out of control, but to illuminate your path with the light of renewed strength and creativity. May your journey in mastering these rituals lead you ever closer to the profound harmony that lies within, where every roar and every brushstroke speaks of the legendary power you hold within your very bones. Embracing the dragon within. Dear seeker, listen closely. True mastery over your inner worm is not a struggle to snuff out its fierce light, nor is it an act of masking the fire that courses within your veins. Instead, it is the sacred art of transformation, of harnessing the raw, elemental energy of your breath and rage, and channeling it to fuel a life brimming with resilient creativity and profound self-awareness. The alchemy of inner fire and shadow in every slow, deliberate breath and every roar transmuted into creative expression. You reconnect with the timeless power that has been etched into your very being since the dawn of time. Consider each breath an ember from an ancient flame, each exhalation a gentle release that smooths over the jagged edges of past pain. When you learn to dance with your inner flames rather than be scorched by them, you permit not only your light to shine, but also allow the cool, reflective embers of self-awareness to settle in the crevices of your soul. Remember, true mastery does not mean silencing or denying the tumultuous forces that live inside you. It means welcoming them, all of the heat and the shadows, as essential notes in the grand symphony of your inner existence. Your fire, your very essence, is a beacon that connects you to the primordial dance of creation and destruction, to the eternal balance of energy that defines all life. The lifelong journey of integration, taming the inner worm, is not a conquest achieved in a single battle. It is a lifelong pilgrimage. There are days when your spirit may feel like it's ablaze with unstoppable passion, and other days when smoldering ashes linger in the wake of sorrow or regret. Yet, in each moment of conscious awareness, you have the power to guide that flame, to let it illuminate the darkness, and to turn potential chaos into a source of creative strength. Through disciplined somatic practices and dedicated shadow work, you learn to interpret your bodily signals, those subtle tremors of emotion and bursts of energy, as messages. These messages, like whispers from ancient dragons, call you to act with both courage and tenderness. They remind you that every challenge, every surge of unfettered rage, is not a curse but a powerful invitation to refine yourself, to use that fire as an artist uses color, painting a vibrant picture of your ever-evolving self. Zoran's final counsel on inner mastery: a dragon who refuses to feel is but a withered husk of what could be. Embrace your scales, your fire, and even your shadows, for they are the notes in the grand symphony of your being. Only when you dance with both flame and shadow do you become truly alive. These words, dear seeker, serve as both warning and inspiration. They tell you that the journey to true inner mastery demands the courage to face every part of yourself, light, dark, fierce, and tender. It beckons you to let your inner dragon soar, its roars to echo boldly, its gentle breaths to guide you quietly through the stormy nights. A call to embody your true nature. As you walk this path, take with you the understanding that every part of you is meaningful. In the moments of quiet reflection, when your heart beats in sync with the ancient rhythms of the earth, remember that you are the keeper of a legendary flame of fire that, when nurtured and integrated with wisdom, has the power to transform your world. The dance of your inner fire and shadow is not a battle to be won, but a flow to be embraced, a dynamic interplay that ultimately leads to freedom, growth, and a life lived unapologetically. May your journey into the depths of your own being echo with the wisdom of ancient dragons, and may you emerge as the master of your own majestic flame, fierce, wise, and whole. Embrace the entirety of your nature and step boldly into the eternal dance where every heartbeat is a drum roll, every exhalation a soft note of renewal, and every moment a chance to fly. May these techniques and reflections guide you to a deeper understanding of your inner worm, transforming raw sensation into the soaring, constructive energy that lights your eternal path.